Ready for combat.
Yeah.
What up, internets? What up, internets? You are tuned in to the Combat Jack Show. www.pncradio.fm. What up, Dallas Penn?
Combat Jack, what's good, brother?
Man, life is good, B.
Did you finally see The Dark Knight Rises yet? Have you finally seen it?
I seen that shit yesterday, B. And I heard all of y'all, singing the accolades of The Dark Knight Rises. Yo, that shit was whack juice, B.
Thank you.
Stupid.
That shit was whack juice,
You are
B.
crazy.
I sat down.
You are crazy.
I sat down, B, and like 15 minutes in, I knew it was gonna be whack.
You must be 15 minutes in. They ripped the wings off a plane.
That movie got
so you made the decision to hate it before you watched the movie?
No, trust me, dude. I watched that movie, and I what are you talking about? You thought this shit was dope?
Man, listen, I can't wait to see it again.
You saw it twice, B.
I saw it twice. I'm third time I'm going. I haven't seen an IMAX yet.
Yo, Havoc, did you see Dark Knight Returns? Dark Knight Rises?
Nah, I ain't even see that, man, but I heard it's like 30 hours long.
It's 30 hours long. Yo, internets, if you didn't know, we got Havoc as our special guest in the booth today. Yo, Dallas, B, first and foremost, Bruce Wayne and Alfred crying like bitches.
That was hard. That was hard to take. Alfred bitching was hard to take.
Bitches.
Right? The fact that
like
Ra's al Ghul's daughter wasn't the hottest bitch.
Yo, she was mint in the face.
Right. That was hard to deal with.
She was a dog face chick.
The voice they had for Bane.
It sounded like
awesome.
a fake Darth Vader, though.
I love
that.
I love
that.
I love the voice.
Niggas was talking. They was talking, and then when Bane would talk, that shit was in stereo.
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was in stereo.
He was so happy.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't wait to see it again.
Why, B? Why you doing this to yourself?
Oh man, I enjoyed the movie, man. I enjoyed the action.
There was no action.
What are you talking about? There was no action.
The fight scenes was whack, B.
Yeah.
Wait, you like the fight scenes?
When Bane broke Batman's back,
and then the nigga did push-ups and calisthenics and P90X and came back. How you gonna heal a broken back, B? You can't even do sit-ups with a broken back, my G.
He healed his broken back with his mind.
Yo, B. And then when he was in the little hole, yo, and internets, I'm sorry, man, this is spoilers. So if you didn't see the movie,
first of all, if you haven't seen it yet,
if you haven't seen the movie,
then you probably listen to the Combat Jack Show from prison. So
yo, they play us in prison.
They got Roku. They got internet in prison.
Yo, B. First and foremost, B. Homeboy was in the hole, right? Homeboy was in the hole.
Yes.
The only white man in the whole population, B. And all the Muslims was cheering him on. I'm tired. I hate when Hollywood does that, B. It was cheering him on to climb out the hole.
Yeah.
Come on, Dallas.
First of all,
the only good scenes, B, was when Catwoman was on the motorcycle.
Was the winner.
No, when she was on the motorcycle.
Yeah, no, Catwoman was
when
the winner.
She was on the motorcycle.
What about when she dipped off with Homeboy's mom's necklace?
B, come on, B.
Like kicked the old man's cane out and then dipped over.
Why did he have a cane?
That.
Why did he have a cane?
Because he was all fucked up.
Come on, Batman don't get fucked up, B.
Batman, well, listen.
He's the 1%, B. He don't get fucked up, B. You like that shit?
Even the 1%.
You like that?
I thought it was... I don't think
Are you going to see that shit again?
Benamy, hold on for a second, Benamy.
Yeah, I want to see it again, though.
Stay hard body, Ben. You know you was fucking with that movie now.
Yeah, I don't think it was
Don't let combat get all crazy.
Did you burn something when you saw that shit?
The first time I did, I was slightly trippy.
Slightly trippy.
Yeah. Second time I saw it with my lady,
right?
And she don't do that, so I had to just kind of be hard edge.
She liked it.
Edge. She liked it, and I liked the fact that she liked it. I like the fact that she was into it, and that made me say, "Oh shit, I'm being too hard. I'm being all crazy nerd geek. Like, oh, Batman can't do this. Batman, suspend all of that and just go and enjoy the movie."
Nigga, I suspended all of that shit, but when he started doing sit-ups with a broken back, my nigga,
he healed his back with his mind. You gotta understand something, Batman. First of all, you gotta understand something.
But he was crying. He was crying like a bitch 20 minutes earlier, B.
When he was crying, that was fucked up. But understand that Batman...
And Alfred don't ever leave Batman.
Batman is that 1%.
And Robin, come on,
Batman is that 1% of people
that's Robin
who
right there.
Getting his shit beat up. Like, that's the turn of a Batman.
Okay, explain this to me, B.
Getting beat up.
Explain this to me. The nuclear blast. The nigga walked away
Atomic
from
blast.
Atomic blast.
Atomic blast.
Okay, he walked away from atomic blast.
We don't know that he walked away yet.
Bro, he was in the fucking ship.
He fixed the goddamn autopilot. But he had got out of the plane before the shit blew up.
Yo, man, you suspending all types of belief
you
now.
Goddamn right. I'm in a movie. I'm in a major motion picture. I'm not in there with a calculator to do
I wasn't
math.
in there with a calculator. I just happened to have a brain.
Wait a minute.
And I was like, this is that bullshit.
The gravitational pull of the... No.
Yo, that shit was like watching 10 movies in one, B. Like, who
it was
did,
long.
It was like watching a 9/11 documentary.
It was long.
It was like watching Les Miserables. It was like watching Escape from New York. It was like all types of bullshit, man. Yo, that is the worst movie that I've seen this year. That's the worst movie I've seen this year.
No, this is you going too far.
My nigga, then you only seen 2 movies.
Yeah.
You only saw Avengers and Batman.
I seen Avengers. I seen Batman. I seen Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was worse.
No, are you kidding me? Did you see Spider-Man?
Nah, but
how you gonna fuck up Spider-Man's whole history, his whole backstory?
They fucked up Batman's history by him crying, B.
Batman can cry, and Alfred has left Batman
was crying.
before.
Batman
was crying too,
Batman
man.
Did not cry.
Internet, y'all fuck
cried.
with that shit. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want?
I'm going back again.
Yo, you're crazy, nigga. You sniffing right now.
I'm going back again.
You sniffing, man.
In IMAX.
You sniffing again, B.
Internet, let's get together.
Dallas Penn is sniffing coke again, man. I thought you put that shit down, B.
Batman was not that bad, Combat, please.
Please,
don't even...
that shit was bad, B. And Bane is supposed to be a Mexican.
Well,
why you got an English accent? He's supposed to be a Mexican, B.
Because the actor playing him is British.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, how y'all doing, man? How's the week, man?
We good, man.
Yeah,
how you?
I'm good, man. Papooses people ain't get at me yet.
They have run up on you yet?
Did they run up on you, Papooses?
They have
people?
not run up on me yet.
All right. What's up, AK? You good, my dude?
Yeah, I'm great.
Good, man.
I'm great. Ain't nobody run up.
Good, man. What are we talking about? Oh, my son, B, my 15-year-old son, Young.com.
Yes.
Yo.
Is actually, he's got a girlfriend.
He got someone pregnant?
No.
Damn.
Stop.
How bad? Damn.
But he's dating someone right now.
Okay. Another Australian?
Nah, it's a black chick.
Oh, snap.
Black young lady. And I definitely approve. He bought her over.
Pre-summer looking like what's her style?
Kind of like, you know, she one of y'all light-skinned tits. You know what I'm saying? And she came over, and then they started baking pies for the family. She got through with and what's ill is
she got him domesticated.
She happens to be the daughter of a very successful rapper. So everybody in the crib.
Which one?
I'm not gonna do that, man.
Okay, we know it's not Glory because that'd just be wrong.
No. What you mean? Blue Ivy?
Oh, Ivy. That's her name, Ivy. Well, I thought her name was Glory.
Are you crazy, man?
That's the name of the song.
Yo, my son ain't no 15-year-old pederast. No Sandusky. No baby Sandusky.
He could have him like a baby Bjorn or something. One of them baby backpacks and baby Bjorns.
Babies don't bake pies, my G.
This baby, that's how ill this baby is.
Nah, she was in the kitchen and she was taking charge, and then my the youngest son was all starstruck because he knows. Like, it's just ill, man. It's just weird how this whole thing is formulating, man, and how my household is like a TV show with no cameras, man. It's just ill, man. You know what's going on with you, Matt?
Yo, I'm tired of all this Olympic talk. All week, I hear people talking about the fucking Olympics. I don't give a shit.
What's wrong?
We have to listen to it for another month. Let's just call it a day.
What's wrong with the Olympics, man?
Too many bullshit sports. We gotta whittle it down.
I mean,
Olympics have never been gay, B.
The Olympics are the gayest thing that happens in the world.
Cirque du Soleil is the gayest thing that happens in the world.
After Cirque du Soleil, then the Olympics.
What?
You haven't been watching like soccer?
Olympics is gayer than two men.
The other day,
Think about it. Think about the Winter Olympics. Think about the luge. A man lays on another man,
but this is
they go fast.
Dude, this is the Summer Olympics. Ain't no luge in the Summer Olympics.
What about
we also do it on the sled.
What about the tandem swimming?
What about they got like all kind of figure skating and all kind of bullshit?
The other day, I've never watched polo. Was it water polo?
See,
that shit was hard body, B. That shit was hard.
They're playing catch in a pool.
Are
you impressed?
But you gotta swim. You gotta stay floating, dude. You gotta.
That's part of being in a pool, not drowning.
You gotta swim. It's like playing. First of all, soccer.
We don't gotta put everyone that can swim on television.
Yo, soccer is the hardest sport in the world. I think.
Soccer is hard.
Right?
Soccer is hard.
Yeah.
Water polo is like soccer in the water, my dude.
I gotta tell you something. The Olympics was good before we knew about the rest of the world. when other countries were like a mystery. Other countries were some kind of exotic shit like Bahrain or Dubai. All this shit was exotic. That's when the Olympics made sense because it was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are from Bahrain. And like, yo, they have no water in their country. And they ran all the way from Bahrain to Sydney, Australia. Then the Olympics was hard body. But now that we know about the rest of the world and kind of how fucked the fuck up everybody else is, it's like, who cares?
But hold up. Somebody just hit me. Who else is down? We got everybody in the booth, right? Premium Pete. Premium Pete is downstairs. Just Blaze can't make it tonight, man.
All right.
Just Blaze can't make it tonight. Can we send somebody down? Executive producer, Mad Scientist. We got Mad Scientist.
But I mean, Olympics Olympics is to me like Superman. Superman made sense 60 years ago. During the Cold War, during the World Wars.
You talking about making sense, and you like that Batman, though, B.
Oh, come on.
Like
Olympics made sense 50 years ago. You talking about
the Olympics?
Now that we know
gay.
about the rest of the world, the Olympics doesn't make like. There's no exotic place in the world left except Antarctica.
Do they have a team?
Savage Land.
Savage Land does. Hazar.
Stop, man. Stop. So you really tired of the Olympics,
Spiders.
man?
Of course.
You know it's ill, man, because the reverse is for me, man. I've never really watched the Olympics like that. When I was a kid, I was like, but I'm actually enjoying. Like now that I know like the frailties of the human body and the shit that regular people can't do, I'm just amazed at the shit that I'm watching. Be like the gymnastics. The gymnastics was crazy. The women's gymnastics. Y'all don't watch that?
I do.
What would make the women's gymnastics ill is like that chick runs down that long corridor, jumps on that thing, that horse flips up, does a spin, and then lands on my dick.
Yeah.
That would be ill. That would be ill. Why are they not
on the TV?
I mean, they don't have to. They don't have to televise.
You would have to be part of the Olympics.
They don't have to. Then the Olympics would be. Then the Olympics would be official.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they're doing enough. I mean, you're impressed with their. I don't think they're doing enough with their bodies.
Hold on, let's go back a bit, man. What didn't you like about Spider-Man again, dude?
What?
What didn't you like about Spider-Man?
First of all, Spider-Man was bullshit because you don't alter the canon. You don't alter the history, the backstory, the origin of this character. You don't do that for Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk. You don't, all of a sudden, Spider-Man didn't fucking come out of the sky. You can change Spider-Man.
You can out of the sky. He got bit by a spider.
You can make Spider-Man a black dude or a Spanish dude or an Indian cat.
They could not make him a black dude.
You could make him
Hollywood,
any of those things.
They couldn't do that.
But
Hollywood is not ready for a black Spider-Man.
Dominican Spider-Man.
Or they
No?
sure ain't ready for no Dominican Spider-Man. You crazy?
What?
And I'm not being
Rice
racist.
and beans?
Nah, man, that's not happening. So that's all you hated about it is the
I didn't like the way they altered the story to do this reboot. I didn't feel it.
So visually, you thought it wasn't appealing. Like visually, you didn't like it?
Listen, I'm not blown away by CGI. They do that shit for every movie. They make every movie 3D.
Yo, internets, do not spend your money and go see that Dark Knight Rises.
Shut the
don't go see that shit.
You're
I'm bugging?
Yeah, you're bugging.
You said it was all right.
I said it was all right, but I mean, you saying
what
don't
the
spend
fuck
the money.
is all right, man?
It was a good movie. It was a good ending to the trilogy.
Come on, Ben. I mean,
the shit was 3
ride
hours.
with this, Ben. I mean,
Bane was dope every moment he was on screen.
Okay,
right.
until Catwoman bucked him and he dropped.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's how the niggas gonna go
It was
out like
kinda
that.
weak.
This motherfucker's punching through walls, B.
Yeah, it was kind of weak.
Like, did they explain why this grown motherfucker's punching through walls?
He was strong. He got out that hole.
You know strong men that can punch through walls.
Hold on for a second. He didn't even get out the hole. The thing about Bane that made him equal to Batman was Bane's mask was giving him this painkiller that made him withstand tremendous amounts of pain. Batman withstands tremendous amount of pain because he loves it. Like that shit feeds him.
You're reading too much into the shit, B.
I'm talking about the characters.
Yo, I'm so disappointed in Christopher Nolan.
Wow.
And that screenplay.
You're bugging.
The dude was too. I'm bugging.
You're bugging.
I'm not the only one saying this.
I didn't think it was the greatest, but I didn't think it was the greatest.
It was bad, man. It was. What's up, Premium? How you doing, man?
I don't know about bad.
I like your shirt though, man. What's the science behind that shirt, Dallas?
Man, just something.
You got the Stormtroopers
Andy
on?
Warhol Stormtroopers.
Right, Stormtrooper Warhol stuff, whatever,
All right, what are we talking about right now, man?
Man, listen, you know what? We got a tremendous guest here tonight. Incredible legacy of rap, hip hop. I mean, this is going to be one of the best shows.
We got a legend.
Of course, a living legend. Because legends are usually, expired.
Exactly.
A living legend.
Living legend.
Still making, still working, still here. So I mean, listen,
Same shit, different day.
let's hear some music. I know Ben Amin's got a sick playlist. He might play the same shit he played when we had P here. He might go a little deeper. You know what I mean? He can do that. Let's listen to some Ben Amin music. Let's get the show popping.
Internet, so you're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio.
F your radio.
F your radio.
So what we gonna do, man? Like we got Havoc. We got a great interview with Havoc coming up.
Yeah.
How do we know it's so great?
Yo, Havoc came through Mobb Deep.
He got 10 motherfuckers with him.
10? What are you talking about? It's like 100 here.
How can this interview not be
Do you
great?
think he even knows them all? Like, they might have won a contest.
I think he knows them
Could have
all.
been.
I think he knows them all, man. But anyway, what we doing? You got a poem for us today?
No.
Why not, man?
Yo, how could this guy never have a fucking poem? I don't understand.
How come
all
he
he
talk
says
about it right before, and then he's still got to ask him on the air, does he have a poem
Yeah.
every single week?
Every single week.
Let me ask you a question, Ben. I mean, with you not having poems, man, is this kind of like a silent rebellion?
Protest? Yeah, I think so.
Are you protesting?
No.
this shit?
I think he's saying fuck your poem.
Is that what you're saying?
Are you
man?
having to sit in right now, Ben?
Nah,
Has somebody approached you and said, "Don't fuck them poems, B"?
actually, no.
Did they A-King you?
I rarely even get any responses about them. So, no. I just, don't always have that creative zest or energy to.
What
write
creative zest are you
Zest.
talking about? This
Zest.
guy's fucking poems are like this. This week I'm gonna say a poem, and the crazy shit is he reintroduces his poem. Combat will be like, "Hey, do you have a poem this week?" And he's like, "Actually, I do." Okay,
No,
so
I
here I go.
remember when-
I'm gonna say the poem.
Remember-
Yeah, we know, motherfucker.
Remember when
He
Ben
asked you
Hameen-
to say it.
Remember when Ben Hameen read the same poem 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Nah, I
That
never
was
did
ill.
that.
Yeah.
That was ill when
But
he
the
did
crazy shit is how creative you have to be like this. I
Yo.
turned the light on,
Yo, Pete.
and a brightness came up.
Yo, Pete, how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing
He's
fucking.
mad.
Man, I'm
You said you had some gripes off air. You had some gripes.
No,
What's
not
the gripe?
off air, on air, off air, side air.
What are the
Listen,
gripes,
the
man?
problem is with air. You're first of all, you're inviting way too many motherfuckers here.
Who did I
okay?
invite?
There's no more air conditioning. There's new digs.
Who did I invite?
They found out there was black people here. They dropped it 25%.
Who did I invite?
What do you mean? Who'd you invite? There's 100 fucking people
I
here.
invited Havoc.
Yeah, okay, but you have to be more control of
Havoc
who's
and
here.
friends.
Second of all,
When they got here, they said they had 6 or 7
Six?
people, and it ended up being 15. It's Mobb Deep. What the fuck do you expect?
listen,
It's Mobb Deep.
It's the name of the
I
group.
haven't seen Always Ambitious in months. Now you got 15 fucking people here from Mobb Deep.
It always doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
this
he does because
conversation.
it was like almost like a listen.
At the end of the day, we got ambushed by Mobb Deep. What do you want me to do?
You got to be escorted up here on our new digs in the spaceship. Okay. For some reason, the
Hey,
most.
where the fuck were you?
What do you mean? I was looking for fucking parking.
late.
I had to pay fucking Muni
You were
meter.
late. You were the concierge.
What concierge?
You're the guy that makes the movements happen and
Concierge?
introduce people to the
Con-
building. Where the
concierge?
fuck were you?
Hey,
Second of all, you know what I don't like either.
What don't you like?
I don't like this.
What the
I don't
fuck
like
don't
that
you
we
like?
bring the guest in, right?
Yeah.
And let him sit here and listen to your fucking nerdy ass comic book fucking shit. Listen, you got to give somebody excitement.
Is Havoc in the green room right now?
No, maybe he is. Maybe he is.
He's in the green room.
He's in the green room. So you don't like our conversation?
No, what I'm trying to say is this. A guest to me should be waiting to come on the Combat Jack show, not sitting
Pause.
here. That's a fucking bad pause.
That's a great pause.
Pause
come
that,
on
pause
the
there be rules on that.
That's a great pause.
Waiting to
that
come
back.
on the
Guests should be
combat.
waiting to come on the Combat Jack
Okay,
show.
they should be
Pause.
waiting for their interview,
Yes.
not sitting here listening to Matt Raz talk about he ate pumpernickel bagels today. Nobody gives a fuck. Then I come in the room and I see Ben Hameen. He's fucking combing his dreads. Okay, he's not even fucking talking on the mic. Listen, you ever heard that sign? Shit or get off the pot.
Okay, but you
Talk or get off the
have you
fucking
ever heard
mic.
the saying,
Straight up.
dude, if you want some changes, you got to make the changes yourself.
No, this should be made. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's too many fucking people. There's no air conditioning. Listen, I used to come in here the first couple of weeks. When
So
I
what do
left,
you say, man? Are you fed up?
I'm fed up.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Man, I may not come back. I may take a hiatus like Dallas Penn.
I'll be out for the next 2 weeks also.
Indefinitely?
I mean, I may be put on the like injured reserve list.
Because you don't like the setup here.
Man, nothing changes. The same shit all the time. Then what I'm trying to say is like we can't have this many people in here. Second of all, do we need to be rules that we need to follow?
I think he's mad Just Blaze not here today.
Nah, what would that have to do? Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of Just Blaze, I really think that we should ask him for a loan as a Combat Jack show.
As Just Blaze for a
Yeah,
loan?
like Just Blaze LLC. Like,
Wait, as opposed to a loan, why not a grant? Because none of you motherfuckers are paying them back.
true.
I tell you what, if Just Blaze gave us what, $50K,
About 50,000.
we could let him. We could rename the show.
Yeah.
Just Blaze and Friends.
Nah, I'm not changing the show.
How about 100?
Hold on for a second. Just Blaze is
talk
giving
about
us a
splits
grant.
before that.
We've worked so hard for it's not even 2 years yet, but we worked
Yeah, but
so
you could
hard.
change
It is 2 years. This month is 2 years.
This month is
Wow,
2
really?
years.
This month is 2. This is August. This is 2 years.
Dallas,
Reggie.
I got an idea.
I mean, Combat. This is 2 years.
He sells the show for $100K to Just Blaze, and then he starts the Reggie Osei show.
Reggie says, when we just talk about lawyering and marriages.
And turtlenecks,
Yes.
and corduroys, and
suede elbow patches.
Yeah, sweet elbow, yeah.
And
Fleischer's grass-fed meats.
bicycle singlets.
The only thing that you said that made sense is getting some money from Just Blaze. That's the only all the other shit you said, it sounds crazy. What's going on with the news, Matt?
Yo, first up, we got a 41-year-old man from a small village in eastern China who is alleging that a group of robbers broke into his home and stole his penis while he was asleep. The man, they said they put something over his head, pulled his pants down, and ran off. And he was in so much shock that he didn't even notice until he was bleeding. He looked down and found that he lacked genitalia.
They slice his peen?
Yeah, and then ran with it.
John Bobbitt, Lorraine Bobbitt, what's it called?
I don't even have anything to say about that, B. Like, is that what they're doing now?
I mean, yeah, don't
And since
get
it's
caught
China,
getting
and
your
since
dick
it's
chopped
China, I
off.
think they've already, mass produced it now.
They probably ate it. They
Mass
probably put in
produced this
Mugu
type
guy
of-
pain.
You're being racist,
But it
dude.
was actually, you know what? Speaking of Asians, they're not eating Chinese food anymore. They became, if you look around in New York City, wherever you are, Asian women, man, they're becoming like that fat asses now and big titties. And I'm like, what happened? And it turns out to be they're not eating Chinese food anymore. They're eating, Roy Rogers, KFC, Chick-fil-A. Wait, how about this? If you think I'm crazy,
Asians do like fried chicken.
if you think I'm crazy,
That's Chinese food, too, though.
but no, they're not eating that much Chinese food anymore. They're getting
I
rebellious.
was in Chinatown the other day, and it was a whole bunch of Chinese people eating Chinese food.
Yeah, but they had
It's
like,
in Chinatown. Of course, there's gonna be Chinese people.
there's not Italian
Yo,
town.
are we making sense right now, dude?
The sense is this: take a look at Asian people from now on in the city, especially if you're in New York City. Something's in the water.
So you're spending all your time.
Something's changing.
You're spending all your time looking at Chinese people. Dude?
Yes, something's
You
changing.
saying Asian women are getting fatties now?
They're getting fatties, yeah.
But everybody's getting fatties.
No, who?
White women are having
Who?
fatties.
White
yes.
women. Fuck white women.
I do.
Yes.
They've been had fatties, but they're like fatties. Like, they're fat. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, the food is changing, man. Motherfuckers eating a lot of processed shit.
Yeah.
Especially the Chinese food. I don't think they're not. Yo, your theory is flawed, B.
Nah, my theory's not flawed. Asian women are starting to get stacked.
Because they're
And I'm
eating the
liking
same
it.
food. It's the same irradiated food that we all eat, man.
Times have changed. You know how like Jewish people are Hasidic people?
Oh, my God.
No. I'm just
It's
saying.
not Hasidic.
Okay, what is it?
It's Hasidic.
Shalom. Haknad.
Yo, you
okay.
about to get us crushed, B. Can we get back to the news, man? I can't believe we wasted 5 minutes with Premium Pete on some bullshit, man.
What do you mean? Stop inviting so many people here.
Back to the news.
All right, next up, we got a couple was arrested for lewd conduct in a Kansas Walmart after they stole a tube of KY jelly and used it to perform what has been alternately referred to as groping under the clothing and sexual fondling.
Were they high?
It says that there may have been drugs and alcohol. They didn't confirm what specifically.
Sounds like they were on some acid or ecstasy.
Also, I don't know that they stole it. Maybe they were going to pay for it if they didn't get arrested before they finished.
But they really got arrested for the lewd act.
Yeah, for criminal fingering.
I mean,
let them finger bang.
yeah, let them. I mean, but this, I'm sure. Where was this again? In a Walmart?
Yeah, just in the middle
This
of
is in
Walmart.
Kansas
There's
City.
kids there, man.
Yeah, certain aisles there's not.
Maybe what time? What time of the night?
There's kids there.
Could have been early in the morning. Could have been
There's
like
kids there.
after midnight.
Well, what are you
There's no
talking about?
kids.
Let me ask you something.
If there's a kid
Have you ever-
after midnight, then you think they haven't seen that already?
Kids don't see that shit, B.
What?
Kids hear it. Kids hear it.
That's abusive to kids.
You think your kids have never heard you and your wife
It doesn't
have sex?
make sense to have public acts of sex, B. In broad daylight or
Why, you never had sex in your house and your kids are in the next room?
Yo, man, Peach, I'm gonna shut your fucking mic off.
Yeah.
You're not contributing to this conversation.
Absolutely I am.
You're taking away from this conversation.
No, I'm not.
You came in today with some fucking chip on your shoulder, and you're just interrupting the whole flow.
There's no air conditioning here no more because
We
you
got
invited so many fucking people.
All right, Matt. I don't even. What's the next news item? Man?
We got Snoop Dogg has claimed to have experienced a religious and artistic awakening after visiting Jamaica and the estate of Bob Marley. A Rastafarian priest has rechristened him Snoop Lion, and he's tired of rap, tired of gun violence, gonna only put out reggae records from now on.
I can't wait to hear Snoop Lion's reggae records.
I heard it.
Yeah, they put out a single so far. But
How does it sound?
I mean, it was
Blood
alright.
clot.
Does he sing with a fake patois?
Yeah, he did. I mean, definitely.
Bamba.
Man.
What I don't
Bumba
understand
rap.
is why he didn't go all
Jamaican.
out and call himself Snoop Lion King. That would have been Illmatic.
No,
B.
Because he's still getting checks from Disney. Disney will shut that down.
He's about to lose all those checks as Snoop Lion, though, B.
No.
Hold on. Is he like
Snoop's beloved?
when he performs his old songs? It's like no more Snoop Doggy
He's not
Doggy Doggy
performing.
Doggy.
He's going
No
to-
more?
I think he might still perform the old ones because I mean he still
Yeah.
acknowledges the legacy of all the old records. I mean even just I think
Money.
a week or two ago was the Catalpa Festival in New York, and I think he was a headliner for that.
Yeah, he did. And he
performing
did Doggy Style.
And
Yeah.
he performed as Snoop Dogg.
And I believe that was since he's had his rebirth. So I think he's still
Do you
getting
think
money.
he's serious? Because Snoop, like Dallas said, man, if you look at the landscape of rappers, man, Snoop is probably the most beloved rapper known to man. And he's got that, he's a cat that's gang affiliated, but he's getting all these corporate checks. What do you do? Like, is he serious?
I mean, I believe the Snoop's border rap. How many albums he put out? I mean, over 10 at this point, right? So
Over 10, and every now
try
and then
something new. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I don't mind him having an alter ego, but for him saying that, from now on Snoop Dogg is dead, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he just has an alter ego. Like you're Combat Jack, but you also Red USA.
Why can't he
Why you
become
calling
somebody
my
else?
government? Like,
You already gave the name is on fucking Twitter. What are you talking about? What is your Twitter name?
Combat Jack.
What is your Instagram name?
It has nothing to do with it. What is wrong with you, Pete?
What was the last song Ben Hameen played on the playlist?
I don't even know.
What else is up in the news, man?
We got a man dressed in a goat suit has been roaming around herds of wild goats in the mountains of northern Utah.
He's hitting the goat.
He's in a goat suit. The wildlife officials they want to caution the goat man of the dangers of not only wild goats but of upcoming hunting
Hunters,
season.
right?
And I guess there was also an anonymous phone call made to Parks official from an agitated man who said they should leave Goat Man alone. He's done nothing wrong.
Have they interviewed Goat Man?
I don't think there's been any contact with Goat Man thus far, as of the publication of this.
So does he just like roll around with the goats or like walk around with the goats?
I mean, he wears the costume, just roams the field with them, acting as a goat would, basically.
It sounds like Grizzly Man. Without
Without
even
getting ate.
as dumb as goats are, those goats have to be like, this stupid motherfucker. This dumbass. But I mean, can we get a new section in the news for like white people shit? Because that's clearly falls
this
under-
gentleman is a white person, right?
Of course he is.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
no
he's
damn
in the
way.
mountains of Utah, so I
that's-
don't think there's any question.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, finally, we got some local shit. New York City Housing Authority is being accused of sitting on nearly $1 billion in funds.
I heard about that today.
They've been allocated to improve
I heard about that
the
too.
housing of the 400,000 residents that we have in New York City in the housing
public
developments.
housing, public housing, right?
Right, exactly.
You know how many broken light bulbs that $1 billion is? How many painted walls? I mean, part of the reason why projects are like the hell that they are is because the housing authority doesn't maintain them. Therefore, the people that live in them feel like they're living in shit, and they treat it like shit.
And therefore, it perpetuates the
course.
standard of life that they're living under.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Take a piss.
You think
So there's $1 billion that's supposed to be allocated to projects.
Yeah, half of it has been there collecting dust for over 2 years. I mean, it said that a lot of these apartments, have broken locks, appliances, vermin infestation, spiders.
That's crazy, B. That's what's really crazy is now we have drive-bys in Brooklyn, B. Like some Brownsville. Did you hear about the drive-bys?
Nah.
Did you hear about that 2 days
Yeah, I
ago? That's
heard
the biggest
about
thing in the news, man. There was a drive-by. How many individuals got shot? 2?
Six were
Six
shot.
people.
Six were shot. Mostly everyone was shot in the legs and feet, but one of the people shot was a 2-year-old girl, a 4-year-old girl, somebody very young, 2-year-olds.
That's a shame.
And a 13-year-old.
Okay.
13 and 2.
13-year-old, I think, deserved it.
Yo, that drive-by shit is
That
not
13-year-old
cool in
was
New York.
listening to some fucking whack rap.
Yo,
And I think
Combat.
he deserved it.
Papoose may be coming for you with a drive-by.
Why you got to bring up that dude's name?
I
dude?
don't know. I mean, he may come for you to drive by.
All right.
Papoose might be
Is that it with the news? I'm not feeling this news segment today.
What do you mean you're not feeling? Because what's the problem?
Pete put a damper on your mood?
No, it just doesn't feel right.
I'm going to tell you what feels right.
I mean,
okay?
so it's anything about stories anyway.
Pause.
Super pause. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what feels right. Quick, this is a news item quickly. I'm coming back over the Verrazano Bridge the other day, and starts to get into a little bit of traffic in the middle of the bridge. I look, there's a couple cop cars.
You told the story last week.
No, I didn't.
You told the story last week.
I did?
No.
I
The
didn't.
suicide guy.
No.
off air.
Maybe it was off air.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But anyway, I want to make
this is last week's sauce.
Yeah, but the point I want to make is that no matter
Did you hear what happened to Artie?
Who?
Artie.
Yeah, what happened, Artie?
He's peeing in the studio.
Oh, good.
Did you hear that?
Artie's peeing in the studio?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with
What
what
does he
I'm
have?
about
What does
to
he have?
say?
Like a pee tube
Nah,
or something?
he's been in TMZ. He's suspended for the past couple of days. He's right there.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back, but he was
He's
suspended.
back.
Artie, what are we doing?
Artie,
What the hell are you doing, man? What the hell are you doing, man?
You know, you're making a bad name for Italians peeing in the fucking studio here.
I have type 2 diabetes.
Yes.
It's a medical condition.
Yes.
I have a note from my doctor.
Hey, listen, if you pee in the studio, it's not long until somebody jerks off in the fucking studio.
Well, that's happened already. No one found out about that. No, I mean, listen, it's...
You making all this...
TMZ is treating me like I'm Angelina Jolie lately.
You know
I gotta
what?
calm down.
You're giving them some good headlines,
I
man.
guess.
Pause.
I guess, they're getting bored talking about Jennifer Aniston's ass or something.
Yeah.
How do you get
Didn't
bored with
Kirstie
that?
Alley eat something today? What are you all over me for?
What are you doing peeing in... I mean...
No, what happened? Here's the thing.
What
I'm
happened?
trying to be professional.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed recently with type 2 diabetes. So I pee every 25 minutes.
Right.
So I got to get medication. And I've been peeing all over New York like a coyote. It's ridiculous, like marking my territory. I get out like at 43rd Street. I've mastered peeing in public now, even in broad daylight.
You think so, Artie? I have a video on that on YouTube. I'll show you really how to
Of
do it.
me?
No.
No,
I
me.
scared the shit out of me.
How to pee in public.
Fucking TMZ's coming after you.
Dude, man, the first year YouTube was out, when I was using drugs, I got into some dark shit on the road, trying to get drugs. Like, my agent would call me up once every 2 weeks after YouTube came out and said, listen, Art, bad news. YouTube has video of you trying to buy Vicodin from a kid in Milwaukee in a Denny's parking lot. And they claim you called the kid a douchebag, and he was like 14. And we have to give him a statement. And I would say, well, listen, the kid's prices were fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
I said $30 for a 7.5 milligram Vicodin. Gandhi would have called him a douchebag.
Yeah. Tell me you need the lemon 740 Quaaludes. Yeah, those were good.
That's old school. That's 78 stuff.
So you got diabetes.
Yeah, so listen, so we're doing a big interview. I forget with who.
I guess it was that big, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's somebody. And in the middle of it, I had to take a leak, and I don't want to go to the bathroom because I wanted to keep doing the interview. So I just grabbed a big garbage can, and
And nobody knew what you were about to do.
I told Nick I got to take a diabetic pee. That's what I call it.
And Nick was cool with it.
No, well, he thought I was going to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I grabbed the garbage can, started taking a leak in the corner, and the other condition I have is I'm morbidly obese. So my hand and my haste hit my gut, and I missed the bucket for a second.
Yeah,
I
aim
peed
was
on,
off.
I peed on the wall.
You peed on the wall.
And I cleaned it. I boiled it.
By accident.
A couple weeks ago, he peed on a guy on the floor in Paris.
Accident.
No, that's right. No, Splash got on the guy.
Yeah, it's all right.
But that was the least of that motherfucker's problem.
That was deodorant for that.
Yeah, I think when you're on bath salts, you don't care if someone pisses on you.
So this is an accident.
It was a pure accident. I would never do it. I'm not rock and roll enough to do that on purpose. I'm Tommy Lee or something. So I cleaned it. I boiled it and stuff. And
what do you
I
mean you boiled it?
I got boiling water and threw it on there and Lysol. And then I told the girls as a joke, the two twins over there, I said, you got to clean up my piss. It's part of your job. And they're like, we're not doing that.
Hardy har.
Yeah, and they're like rich kids. You know.
So they didn't take it as a joke?
No.
Okay.
And they got upset. So I got in trouble.
And it went up the chain of command.
It went up the chain. They called me about that and some other things.
And you were pissed off?
Yeah, I got mad because I'm like, listen, what am I? I'm not a jerk off. I wouldn't do it on purpose, and it was funny on the air. And they said it went over. It's so funny, like in the times we're living in, like people are dying dying in Afghanistan, and they're talking about me pissing on the wall. I wouldn't do it. I said I won't do it anymore, and the guy wouldn't shut up about it. And I have a problem with authority. I always have.
Talking down to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, he technically can because he pays me, but.
Right.
So I forgot, but here's the problem with today.
forgot he was paying
I
you.
forgot it was a boss. I started thinking like we were actually two men speaking to each other. So I told him to fuck off, and he hung up on me, called my agent. It was like an international incident, so they said they want to let you cool down for 2 days, suspended me for 2 days.
What'd you do for the past 2 days, man?
Well, the thing is, the show, they put me back on after 1 day.
Yeah.
Apparently the show wasn't kicking ass.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. So they put me back on. They let me cool down. But they're really good guys, and I apologize to them. And I went back on the air last night, so it was only 1 day.
Nice.
There you go.
Artie, you gotta do what I do.
Yeah.
I just pee on myself.
No, don't do that. Don't do that because they won't fuck with you,
Okay.
Artie.
Well, let me do it right now.
People will not fuck with you, man. So, Artie, man, you're moving to the new digs, huh?
Yeah, September 7th, we're on television.
Nice.
We go down. You guys. I'm gonna invite you all down as my guests. We'll all hang out at the new place, 7,000 square feet.
Nice.
And September 7th is
Air conditioning?
Oh, what are you kidding me?
Batting cages.
I'm like an Empire Penguin, dude. I need to be cooled and moist. So, yeah.
Pause.
And 6,000 square feet with a batting cage, a full kitchen, like an
Nice,
apartment.
nice,
and
nice.
we go live on a Friday on DirecTV.
Okay.
And I think, I'm not positive, but I think Chris Rock's going to be our first guest.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
and then Louis
Salute that.
C.K., two
Nice.
buddies of mine,
Excellent,
mine
excellent,
and Nick's.
excellent.
And
you're gonna have a bucket around you from now on.
oh, no, I may run a piss line from my
piss
dick
line.
to
Just
the
get a porta
bathroom.
potty in there.
I'm going to run a piss line from my dick to the Port Authority.
Artie, TMZ, stop fucking with Artie, man.
I like those guys, but lately it's like, Jesus Christ, what am I?
I know, man. It's making people think that you're losing control, man.
Well, that's the problem, and I don't blame people. It's my fault. If you have my past, when you piss on a wall, people are like, are you doing drugs again? It's a logical question. But no, I have type 2 diabetes.
All right.
So, but if I lose weight, I can lose it. The doctor said it's totally reversible.
You believe in working out, man? At this point?
Getting up and walking.
Yes, I do.
Artie?
I have to believe in working
Yeah.
out. Yeah, so I don't do it, but I believe in it.
Well, Artie, it's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you.
And I'm glad you're keeping out of trouble, even though you're staying in trouble.
He's always in trouble.
I love this relationship we have. I just walk by and we start
There you
talking.
go. There you go.
Artie, I have a
Don't get
question
the
for you.
excuses.
Yeah.
On the Stern Show
Yeah.
or here, what was the most guests you guys ever had? Like most people, guests, friends, like,
Entourage.
ever in the studio.
shit.
Entourage?
Yeah.
Easiest question I've ever answered
Yeah.
in my life. Snoop Doggy Dogg. There's
Yeah.
no.
It had to be a black dude.
He had,
It had to be
52 fucking people with him. And the contact high I got from that goddamn green room,
Nice.
that weed. And it was at a time where I had to take a piss test because I didn't have a license. And I said, if I walk by Snoop Dogg's fucking thing,
You gotta get.
I'm going to fail a piss test.
Chinese gas mask.
I had to wear like a jumpsuit with a hazmat helmet. He had guys he went to like junior high with in there.
Did you hear the new thing about him?
No, what happened?
He's renouncing rap. He went to Jamaica.
That's a good idea.
He got ordained by this Rastafarian.
he's
guy.
going
now
through-
Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
He's going through like Marlon Brando type
Snoop,
shit.
yeah, it's
Bamba
weird
clap.
shit. Snoop Lion. dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, famous people can go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you can go nuts. It happened to the best of them. Marlon
course.
Brando went crazy. Elvis went nuts. Chappelle,
Yeah.
I think, went crazy.
I mean, Snoop also smokes a whole lot of weed.
That's the
Yeah,
other problem.
he's-
Like Chappelle, I said that shit'll fucking make you. I don't give a shit how immune to it you think you are, and what kind of constitution you think you built up. You smoke a lot of weed, you're gonna fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, enough of it. So that might have something to do with it. But yeah, that was it. He had about 50 guys with him. Snoop.
That's crazy because he's complaining.
Yeah,
'cause
there's always-
we had 10 guys.
We
today.
had air conditioning when we came in these digs.
We got
It
10
was
guys.
nice
10
and
guys
cold.
here today.
Yeah, this is insane.
All of a sudden, it's fucking. I mean, it's like a fucking 100 people here. There was Nigerian Tom, African Steve.
Nigeria.
Easy. That was the guy's name. It's his rap
What
name.
the fuck? Whatever his name was. But I'll
African
tell you-
Boombada?
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing.
That was hard when they had the African Boombada weed. Remember that? That was
Nah,
named
I,
after. There was,
I didn't smoke any of that.
It was weed named after Africa Boombada.
African Boombada.
Yeah. And I would go to like 109th in Amsterdam, and I'd say, "Can I get some Africa Boombada?" And the kid would just go Boombada.
Boombada.
I'm like, sorry,
Well,
sorry, I mispronounced the weed.
Artie, it's always good to see you. It's always good to have you, man.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Definitely, man.
Come on over here.
There
if
you go.
want to.
Artie Lang
We
in
got
the
air.
studio.
Yeah.
You guys got
Go
to
over
see,
there.
huh?
We got air and piss.
How's it smell though? Is it a little pissy smell?
That's better. Yeah.
Good.
You know what I did to get rid of the piss smell? I shit in the corner.
Internet.
Make sure you take the headphones off this time, Artie.
All right.
Artie
Love you
Lang,
guys.
Internet.
Be well.
Yeah,
You
take
too,
care,
sir.
Artie.
The great Artie Lang.
You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm. You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
Wow. Ben, I mean, yeah.
That's a crazy, crazy mix, yo.
Thank you, sir.
Well, internets. Without further ado, we already mentioned it. We have the living legend in the studio with us today. We got Havoc of Mobb Deep. What's up, sir?
Chilling, man. Thank you.
Nah, thank you for coming through at the last moment, man.
You already know,
I
man.
really appreciate it, man.
Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Gotta support.
Now, I'm still amazed, B, at how you've been able to be in this industry for so long, B. For so long and still be relevant, B. What's the science to that, man?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just the love for the music. You know what I mean? I really love hip hop down to my, bones. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's in me. It's like, you know what I mean? I just love this shit. You know what I mean?
Now, did you grow up in a musical home? Because your production skills, man, you got an ear that most cats don't have, B.
Nah, not really. My pops was like a DJ, you know what I'm saying, back in the days when I was little, but just living on the block and, you know what I'm saying, everybody playing music outside all day, you know what I'm saying, you don't got no choice but to be just, the culture, you know what I'm saying, of the streets. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the music is like a major part of it, you know what I mean?
Did anybody take you under their wing? I mean, did Marley take you under his wing?
Well, Marley lived in the next building from me, you know what I'm saying, like his sister lived in the next building from me, and Roxanne Shante lived on my block, you know what I'm saying, so just seeing them, you know what I mean? And everybody used to just come to my block, MC Shannon, all of them. They never took me under the wing. One person that I could say that took me under the wing when he had came home from jail was Tragedy. You know what I'm saying? He had came home and, he was like famous in the hood. And, I was this little dude. And, I was fucking with him like, yo, I want to battle you or whatever. And then, he was like, nah, shorty, I don't want to battle you. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, be down with you or whatever, just looking at me as a little kid and shit. And he just used to push me to write rhymes all the time.
And it's funny because I worked with Tragedy for a long time, man, and he's a deep brother. Now, are you the one that he gave the name to?
Yeah, definitely.
So he named now with a name like Havoc, man, like out of Mobb Deep, with a name like Havoc, how come we don't hear that much about you getting in trouble, B?
Because I'm smart. You know what I'm saying?
How come we don't hear about you getting caught with the gun?
He's the shorty. Like he's the one who sets it off. And then everybody else comes in behind, and he's already
pause, B. What the?
I mean, everyone else has come after him, and then wraps it up.
I'm just gonna say it like this, like, you know what I mean, like, I just don't put myself in situations where, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get, locked up or whatever because, I think about my career first. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, get into some shit that got something to do with my family, then that's another story. But you'll never see me around here, saying doing dumb shit like carrying guns and not shooting them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what dudes get locked up for these days, and that shit is crazy.
Now, I read Prodigy's book.
Right.
And I didn't know that y'all had beef with Traj. Did y'all really have beef with Traj?
Nah, it was, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be telling stories about what they don't really know about, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really a beef. It was just a little discrepancy, you know what I'm saying, that just got swept under the rug because, you know what I'm saying, like me and Traj like family, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad to hear that, man, because I
just was on the phone with Traj today. You know
good, man, good. Actually, tell him that you was in the studio with his former lawyer the next time you talk to him, man.
No doubt. I'm definitely going to
How's he doing, man? How's he doing?
He's good. He's working on the album right now.
Nice.
I just did a verse for him, you know what I'm saying? He good. You know what I'm saying? He in good spirits, but, that's my dude, you know what I mean? He's like an older brother.
Now, it's ill how vast and universal the mystique of Mobb Deep is.
Word.
And it's crazy because I remember it was like 10 years ago I was out in LA and I was doing a deal with some cats. They were some street cats, but they was trying to legitimize their business. And these are some smart dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they had money and they was paying me in cash and the whole nine. So we started talking about New York, the New York rap scene and the whole nine. And we started talking about y'all, and they were like, yo, out of everybody in the whole rap universe, man, Mobb Deep is them niggas. And I was like, yeah, I know that. No, he's like, no, for real. Mobb Deep is them niggas. And I was like, word? And they was like, yeah. You know why? I was like, why? He's like, yo, they killed Tupac. I was like, come on. But they was serious. They was so fucking serious, man. How do you explain the mystique of Mobb Deep, man, where you got grown men believing these fairy tales, man?
I mean, it's just crazy, man.
Did you ever hear that before, man?
Yeah, I used to hear little dumb shit like that.
So you have heard that?
Yeah, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Word up. You know
I mean, respect to the dead, R.I.P. and the whole nine, you know, because there's nothing to laugh about with regard to that.
Yeah.
But when they told me that shit, I was like, y'all really believe that shit?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Unless it's true.
Nah.
No. But I mean, it was something for Mobb Deep to hold New York down,
right?
When everybody else was gone.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when they made that song "New York, New York." You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Because we got love for them too. It's all good. But at the time, you know what I mean? We was the only one really sticking up for New York. You know what I'm saying? And then had to go to L.A. Go to L.A. because in order to work a record, you know what I'm saying, you got to go to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So we did that in the face of that. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is.
Now walk us through that, man. Walk us through, you know, going to L.A. in a very during that time, man, where it's definitely hazardous.
It was like, you know, I mean, it was just like some shit where you gotta be on point. You know what I mean? You in somebody else's territory. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know where the fuck you at or whatever. But it was kind of frustrating. You know what I mean? But you know, we from the streets, so it wasn't really nothing that, you know, had niggas petrified and nothing like that. We had to go do a job, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we was like, dang, nah, we can't go out there. Like, we went out there, like, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? You see, Biggie went out there, too. He had to do what he had to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead, though. But, you know what I'm saying? We don't live in fear over here, you know what I
mean? Did you encounter any type of opposition when you was out there?
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Surprisingly enough. Never. Not even once.
At the time, the fans out there embraced you?
Well, I mean, you know, that's like our second biggest market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as sales was concerned at the time. So you wouldn't really know that while being out there that it was like some kind of rivalry going on. You know what I'm saying? We never really got caught up in that, even with all the East Coast, West Coast thing. You would think we would have, but we definitely didn't.
Now, you ever, like, it's ill, because when you look at that seminal period, man, and the 90s, particularly the period that you came through, man, there's very few cats that etch their name in stone, man. Like, how does, you ever bug out on that shit that you really, really contributed a lot to this culture, man?
I mean, you know, I'm just thankful, you know what I'm saying, because I just look at it, I put a lot of hard work and effort in it, and when you do that, you know what I'm saying, there's really no other path, you know what I'm saying, that could be taken other than your name being etched in stone, you know what I'm saying? When you really work hard towards something and you put your heart in it, it's like the fruits of labor is going to show, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I'm kind of, you know, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? And I'm humble about it at the same time. It's like I don't got my head is not big because of it, because I'm still, you know, out here still trying to do music, and I want to add on to my legacy, you know what I mean?
Now, I listened to your new record, man. And you were rapping like crazy, B.
Word.
Like you were rapping like you got a new battery in your back. Am I accurate about that?
You're
like,
correct. You're correct.
Like you've spit some legendary bars.
Yeah.
But on this new record, man, same shit, different day. B. You are possessed me. Like what's going on with you, man?
I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like when you going through things, that's the best time to write. You know what I'm saying. That's just the bottom line. You know what I mean. And every time when I'm writing, I write like there's like a million motherfuckers listening to me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm writing, I try not to be lazy with my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I really try to picture people listening to it when I'm not there, you know what I'm saying? And line for line, just try to say something, some ill shit, you know what I mean?
You definitely saying some ill shit. I mean, you got the internets on fire right now, man.
Word, I try.
And now what's going on, B? Like what's going? And I'm gonna tell you this, B, because you know you got some people that sensationalize shit.
Right.
Me, I'm a little older, and I love when cats have been able to solidify their name and contribute.
Right.
So it's a little disconcerting, man. What's going on, man?
I mean, hold on. We're talking about, as far as duos in hip hop and rap are concerned, you know,
we're talking about solidarity. You know, we're talking about
we're talking about greatest of all time. I'm talking about the short list of maybe three duos. You might be looking at EPMD, Outkast, Mobb Deep.
Exactly.
Not in that order. You could go Mobb Deep, Outkast, EPMD, but you're talking about the top three. So this is,
you know what?
for
You
our
are right.
legacy.
That is the top 3. I mean,
for our legacy.
Yeah.
This is everything. Like this is the Mount Rushmore.
Run DMC, can't forget them.
Well, they, you know,
Trio.
there was like people will argue that Jam, like we had Clark Kent
Right.
in the studio last week, and he was like, "Yo, don't sleep on Jam Master Jay's contribution
Right,
to Run
definitely.
DMC." Like he was definitely he was signed in the contract.
So it was like a trio.
Exactly. So you're the top 3. You're like the top 3%. What is going on? Because this shit don't feel right, B man.
Yeah, it don't feel right on my end either. You know what I mean? But you know, the shit seemed like it just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And
But nothing comes out of nowhere.
Definitely not. You know what I'm saying? With every action is a reaction. So you know, me and the homie been having differences for a very long time.
Now, is it creative? Is it personal?
All spectrums of differences that you can have, whether creative, personal, you know what I'm
Spiritual.
saying? It's principles, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of things. And, you know, I always am the one that'll take one for the team. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't agree with it.
Pause, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
you know, I'm gonna put it like that. I'm a team player.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? To put it in better terms. I'm a team player. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that I don't agree with, but my team is fucking with it, against my better judgment,
You'll ride with it.
You'll let it rock.
Go ahead. But it's so many times that you could do that. So when that shit start fucking with your creativity and you know what I'm saying, and the principles that you live by, it then is going to come to a point where it's like a pressure cooker is going to explode. You understand what I'm saying? So we did a good job with managing that behind the scenes.
Of course, of course.
You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, as you know, whatever's in the dark is going to come to the light.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's going to surface. So, you know, my hand has been forced in certain situations because if you look back on my career, I always was the laid back one.
You played the background.
And I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care because, you know what I'm saying, I'm good. I am Mobb Deep. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, when people try to rewrite history and try to, like, you know, they got their own little agendas. I'm going to speak on it.
Right.
You
And I mean,
understand?
and it makes sense because everybody, to a certain point, there's the real reality and everybody sees things
Right.
from their own perspective.
The number one thing that I see out there, like, you know, on the internet when people be saying shit is like they come at me saying stuff like, oh, that's fucked up. You fucked up Mobb Deep, this, that, and the third. That's the stupidest shit accusation that I could ever hear from somebody that is not even within the camp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How could you judge a situation from looking from the outside in? You understand what I'm saying?
That's what the internet does, though.
That is what the internet does.
But it's irresponsible.
Right, of course.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know, it's all good because I learned how to grow, you know what I'm saying, thick skin with that shit, and I just be like, you know, I be like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to that shit, and I just do me. But people need to wake up and just understand that, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that might cause, you know what I'm saying, brothers to, you know, have differences.
When we had P in here a couple months ago, rather.
couple weeks ago.
We talked about moving from the support system y'all had and getting with G Unit, and now, you know, flying on private jets, and now like just taking it up another level. Could you say like that moment was maybe the beginning of the split for Mobb? I mean, did that have something?
I wouldn't say that, but you know what I'm saying.
It's not even a split yet either. We can't say it's a split.
I wouldn't say that, but from a fan aspect, like for the fans, 90% of the fans that I've encountered, they didn't like the move. You understand what I'm saying? But I always will back that move up. You know what I'm saying? In my heart, I feel that was a great move that we did.
Strategically, I think it was a great move.
No doubt. So, you know, I'm always going to, but I accept people's, you know what I'm saying, opinions. It's all good. But it definitely didn't start from them. It started way before that. You understand what I'm saying? Like way before that. And you know, I'm the type of dude, like, you know what I'm saying, I lay back and I just be like, man, fuck it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you know, I just take it for what it's worth.
Now, I read the book, and the thing that stood out to me that was just like really big was when he claims that you never visited him in jail.
Right.
Is that did you?
I visited him at least 3 times.
Right.
In jail, and,
Right.
and that's official. That's on paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't hide that.
I'm not mad at him not visiting. I don't visit people in jail or the hospital.
I don't like hospitals either.
I
You
hate
know
the
what I'm
smell. They just smell fucked up. Like, come back out. Like, it's not that I'm against the smell of sweat or whatever, but they just smell fucked up. Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you think the tension intensified when Prodigy was?
That
locked
was
up?
an excuse to, perpetuate however he already felt.
Right.
You understand?
Now, do y'all
what I'm
ever
saying?
talk
People
about
use
this?
crutches.
Do y'all talk about this, or did y'all talk about this?
That's the thing of it all. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't be men and, you know what I'm saying, talk to you to your face about the problems that they have. What they do, they'll sugarcoat it with the things that they plan for everybody collectively to cover up the problem that's within. You know what I'm saying? Let's address this issue right here real quick before we go on the road. Like, you got a problem with me or something like that, what's good. And sometimes I would say that and speak to it, and it'll always be
glossed over or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what is one to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you fucked me up, man, particularly because you brought the infamous Ferg Brim with you. Is his mic on? Can you hear him?
I can't.
No. Hit that button right there for his mic. Hit that button for his mic.
Is this his button right here? Yeah. Yo, Ferg, what's going on, man?
What's good?
Yeah.
Yo, you fucked me up, B. Internets. I just realized that Ferg was a shorty that grew up on the same block that I did.
Crown Heights.
It's Crown Heights, man. And I'm looking at the
Heights.
the interviews
Yeah, correct that.
and
No
the
doubt.
videos, and I'm not putting two and two together, man. So it's kind of crazy that the DNA, part of the DNA of Mobb Deep started on our block, man.
Brooklyn. He was born in Brooklyn. Queensbridge, Brooklyn nigga.
Yo, man. So you are an original member,
of course,
of Mobb Deep.
No doubt.
Explain that. Explain that. Like, how do you connect with the brothers from Queensbridge, B?
All right. Well, my cousin right here. My older cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all first cousins?
Yeah,
or?
First cousin.
Okay.
We two sisters' kids.
Right.
So. He always had vision, you know what I'm saying? Always had vision to take it to another level, you know what I'm saying? So first he was in the streets just like us, you know what I'm saying? And then he went in, caught a case, and then after that, it's like, look,
Straightened
man,
up.
you know what I'm saying? He's like, look, I got this, man. I'm going to take us, you know what I'm saying, to the industry, to Hollywood and all that,
Now, were you believe in that back in the day? Or
I always believed in him, man, because his vision was real.
But did you believe that was real, though? Because you know how it is when you growing up in the hood, like you might have them dreams and aspirations, but them dreams and aspirations ain't real.
Yeah, true indeed. But we come from a family that, we all did real things, man, coming from our pops, his uncle, So we come from a family that, we always dream big.
What'd your uncle do?
Uncle Ferg.
His pops.
You probably remember him. Big Ferg.
Big Ferg. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about it on Lincoln and everything. Well, he did, he was a man that did a lot of, real things in the hood. He took care of the community. He held the communities down, you know what I'm saying? And he was in the Frank Matthews era, put it like that.
Yeah.
That was his clique.
So you feel like you're the building block of one of the building blocks of Mobb Deep.
Yeah. Well, my cousin, he used to come right to my house, you know what I'm saying, when he first started the vision. We used to live together in Brooklyn, and he used to go back and forth to Queens. So I was there the day he came up with the idea, when it first was Poetical Prophets, when he brought Prodigy around.
Did he get the sickle from you?
Get the who?
The sickle. The sickle they used to carry, man.
Yeah.
Remember them little axes?
Oh, nah, he was doing it. He was eating food his whole self, man.
So
juvenile hell days.
So
right?
you get caught up, man. You get caught up.
Yeah.
You do 15.
Yeah.
You come home.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, man? What's going on with you, man?
Entrepreneuring, man.
Yeah.
Got energy drinks, Pitbull drinks, got music, my own record label, Dope Boy Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And, me and my cousin working on projects together. He's schooling me to, how to express my, my story to the world.
Well, you expressing some stories to the world, man. You already expressing some stories, man.
Yeah, I know.
And I want to ask you, man, where's that coming from yourself personally? Why are you in the spotlight right now?
First and foremost, that situation with Prodigy and me, it's like that's a principle thing. Like when he was saying, like, within the family, like, I'm one of the brothers that came home going all out for Prodigy, and he was a person that, since I met him for my cousin, I felt like you know, if he down with my cousin, then
he's family.
Me,
he's family too.
Yeah, so you know, I went all out for the brother, and his problems with my cousin, he reflected it on me because he had, you know, he felt the way because my cousin's the one from, you know, the projects or whatever. He from where Mobb Deep started, and you know, you can't say Queensbridge murderers unless you mention Havoc, because that's how the brother came to Queens, you know. So you know, from there, that's their problem, but he took it out on me due to the fact that he figured that you know, if he bust a move and did some foul things with my cousin, that, you know, I'm liable to just pop off on him.
Right.
So, you know, he went and told the police that.
And sir, are you liable to pop off on people, man?
I mean, you know, Prodigy got me into a lot of stuff right now. So, you know, I'd much rather say, you know, Prodigy, we not trying to hurt you. We try to leave you. We not trying to bother you. But what he did was, you know, he went to a police officer, so our problem that came up, you know, Prodigy. And you
still got issues like in terms of like parole.
I'm all for that.
Okay,
thank God, you know.
Give this man a round of applause.
Thank you, man. With no violations either. Nice. Never violation, but you know, like I said, Prodigy, you know, he went to the officer and lied about something. I never said anything about, you know, shooting no police. I never said nothing about shooting him.
So these were serious allegations.
Yeah, serious allegations. So,
and it was a member of basically of the circle that's putting you at risk.
At risk like that. So what I did was I didn't want him to be telling the police lies about me in secret and then running around on a radio show.
Now, how did you know? How did you know he was?
Because the authorities came and approached me about it, and they took me in to ask me questions about, you know, if I'm going to shoot them. So I'm like, where did this come from? They said a Prodigy. They said Prodigy told somebody, a kid named Tyson, he said, see, that's what was good about it, is that he didn't even say I said it, so he was trying to line me up, but the third party information shit, it makes that, you know, shit false. So he was saying Tyson told him that I said I'm gonna shoot him and I'm gonna shoot the police too. But you know what I'm saying?
So basically brought heat to your front door.
Yeah, he went and did that, and you know, I never said that. And like Havoc said, you know, when we going through problems, you could call each other, you know what I'm saying? So what I did and put him out on blast like that is because I was helping myself at the same time, because I wanted the world to know what these police were saying about me and things like that, just in case, you know, nobody don't know. I don't want that in the dark. I didn't say none of that, so I'm gonna say my testimony to the world, and then I'm not gonna allow this brother to you know, be telling the police on me and then going to the Mobb Deep fans acting like, you know, because we got a different fan base. Our fan base is not, you know, the same as a different fan base. Every time I go on them stages, you know, dudes be having fights in the crowd after a Mobb Deep song, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy, you know, it's people that grew up hardcore, you know, in the streets. So I didn't want him to be projecting that image like that, knowing that he's going against the same people that made him what he is today.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
Now there's this appearance of this mysterious letter.
Yeah.
Right? This anonymous letter. And some very serious things. These very serious things were said, man.
Yeah, wow.
Now I know where you from.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? And you can be intimidating, man. Are you extorting Havoc, man?
Wow. You know, that's
what I want to know. Are you extorting Havoc, man?
Wow.
Let's keep it real right now.
You know, that's the foulest shit that Prodigy could have came up with, because you know,
weakest tactic in the book.
You know, the reason he did that is because the word extortion is something that brother, you know, he know about more than you know, brothers like me, you know, or brothers like Havoc, you know what I'm saying? And you know, since I've been home, like, you know, if you look at that letter, I looked at the things, and that letter, I had 3 people send me money since I was in jail. It was my mother, my sister April. I got a lot of sisters, so I named one. It was my mother, my sister April, and my cousin Havoc. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only people that ever sent me money when I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? I never got nothing from anybody else. And Havoc, you know, he started coming to see me, you know what I'm saying, when I was coming home, and we got in touch with each other. He was there for me when I was in there.
How many times did Have come see you?
A couple of times, you know what I'm saying?
About the same amount of times he saw P. Could that be the problem? Did Have come see you more than he saw P?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that's the problem. But he's jealous of Have is a whole different level, man. You know, his lack of, you know, this genetic gangster that we got in us. But, you know, on another level, like I was saying, you know, me and my cousin, we got the closest relationship ever. You know, we brothers. We're 2 sisters' kids. So, you know, you got me, Killer, and you know, Havoc, you know what I'm saying? Killer's dead, you know, so it's just us, and you know, like I said, you know, we sisters kids. So
and as far as the letter is concerned, the letter says that the person name is Rebecca something and works for RBS.
Yeah.
All right, that's a fucking bank, number one. And they trying to say that it's some white 40-year-old female.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll never ever see that lady. You'll never see her because she doesn't exist.
She doesn't exist.
You understand what I'm saying?
That was a red herring to throw at the end of the day. If cats wanted to say it was a certain individual,
right. So
it's like, nah, it's Rebecca.
That just goes to my point of people being men and just, you know, talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, say that you saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you wrote the letter. I know who wrote the letter. You understand what I'm saying? But now that's some punk shit. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not here to really, you know,
eviscerate.
Right. Because you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate his contribution to all of this shit as well.
It's undeniable.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate his contribution to everything. But it's just the you know, it's like sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? And you know, motherfuckers want to do it dirty behind the scenes, but I'm just going to drag that shit right out into the public. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question that I don't think has ever been asked in hip-hop. But, you know, when individuals, seems like either in corporate America or families, a whole nine, whenever there's discord, but the bigger picture is that much more important, they bring in outside help, man. Do you think Mobb Deep is ready for some therapy, man? Can we get some therapy? You know what I'm saying?
Some hip-hop therapy.
Some hip-hop therapists, man. There's a lot of credible PhDs out there, man, that would really contribute to this, man.
I mean, look, man, some people, you can't change them. Right. That shit is like really in them, you understand? Like, you know, on some bipolar schizophrenia shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need medicine, you understand what I'm saying? And I ain't even trying to be funny, but I done attempted it many times, you know what I'm saying, to be like, you know, go through some fucking hood therapy, like, yo, son, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, let's, you know, but, you know, man, if somebody can fix this shit, then
you are open to therapy.
Listen, man, I'm not gonna say I'm open to
Fergus laughing.
I'm not gonna say I'm open to no motherfucking therapy.
But you've tried everying that you could.
Yeah,
and if there's something that can make this situation,
I exhausted all avenues.
Right now, I understand that during the history, like at a certain point, you guys were like brothers.
You could say that.
Have there been physical altercations between y'all? Because brothers do have
brothers fight.
Brothers fight.
Yeah, definitely for sure. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I know when you let off the tweets recently, man, you said a lot of shit. Did y'all really get into a physical altercation?
Yeah, we definitely did.
And have y'all spoken since that, man? Or?
We spoke right after that.
Right.
I mean, immediately after. Right. You know what I'm saying? I tried to squash it right there.
What got you so angry, man? What got you so angry?
I don't really want to talk about what it was. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, rumor has it that I gambled some fucking money away and that I forgot about it. Number one, we was in San Diego. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble. Where the fuck is a casino out there anyway? So all of that was just false lies to try to make me look crazy.
Only thing you could have did in San Diego was spend wild money on some Filipino whores.
Exactly.
Or SeaWorld.
Yeah. Early.
Right.
SeaWorld.
You was fucking with a dolphin?
Yeah, man. I was riding that motherfucker like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, so, you know, after that situation, little rumors and innuendos was put out there that, oh, yeah, this is a close member of a close source to Mobb Deep says that Havoc gambled his money away and he forgot about it. You understand what I'm saying? That was totally false. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line is somebody tried to do something to me that I had to, like, really confront that day.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I did. And
so you were in some situation that you felt was caused by Prodigy and it just pissed you off.
I mean, you know, him and his whole team, you know what I'm saying? They just on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit that I'm not used to. It's like, it's just foreign to me, you know what I'm saying? Me and my peoples, we talk our shit out. Like, if we got a problem with each other, we don't go behind, we don't snake each other, you know what I'm saying?
You hash it out, you work it out. Yeah,
so he got new people that's down with him now.
So he has a new people. Yeah, because the way it looks, like, even though Fergus is from day one, it's looking like Fergus new.
Yeah, and they not even really in his best interest.
Right.
You know, they trying to really, like,
And who are these, like, without naming names, who are these people? Are these, like, new friends?
Weirdos. They just fucking
Cops,
weirdos. You know what I'm saying?
Gay guys.
What they doing is they watering down his thoughts. You know what I'm saying? They watering down him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he alienating. I mean, shit, listen to his last project, you know what I'm saying? I know people, you know, some people as fans, they probably gonna big it up or whatever, but, you know what I'm saying? Most of this shit was love songs. Like, that shit is crazy to me. You understand what I'm saying?
That's not the essence of Mobb Deep, but that's not the history or the legacy of Mobb Deep.
That's not how you come back after doing 3.5 years from jail. Nigga, fuck you talking about love for? That's, you know what I'm saying? That make me start thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
or you want to be a woman in your next life. It says it on the song.
That's one thing that I want to put those in quotation. When somebody,
I'm glad I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear
it says it in Pretty Thug. He said he want to be a bitch in the next life, and maybe the girl could be the nigga. So you know, I don't know.
Come on, man.
And I just want somebody to break that part down to me. I want somebody to make me go.
I don't want you to have that part explained to you.
No, I wanted to explain.
No,
not like that. Not in your way.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Try to see what type of bar is that.
Some shit is called pegging. and that's
stop. Now, another question, because I thought this was ingenious, man. Who came up with the story, man, about somebody stole your phone, man? That was a great story. Like who came up with it? Was it Ferg? You came up with that story, man?
I don't remember.
Nah, that was just like on some like. Some fucking nervous publicist calling me saying, yo, say this.
Some damage control.
Yeah, so I went along with the shit for a second, you know what I'm saying? But I knew I shouldn't have did that. I should have just stuck to my guns, you know what I mean?
Right, of course.
Because, you know, it did have me looking kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I take the heat for that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I came out like a man and admitted it. You know what I'm
and applause to you, man, for admitting it, man.
You know what I'm saying? All day.
Now, the last interview that you had with Chuck Creekmore, man, you said that Mobb Deep is on
indefinite hiatus.
What does that mean, B?
That means that
that shit is scary, B.
It's like I can't even predict what'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I just feel like the situation is at a point of no return. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did what I had to do as Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good with that.
Yeah, Havoc. I just had one question. How was it recording Black Cocaine? Like,
it was real.
Was all these tensions around at that time, or
it was somewhat?
Like, was you in the studio with Prodigy at the time recording that project?
Yeah, we was all together in the studio still recording, and everything on the surface seemed all right, but the vibe wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? The vibe wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It just.
What were y'all routines for recording? I mean, did y'all after recording y'all go bowling, go to a restaurant? I mean, because there are routines to recording where you're not just in the booth. You do other things that get that vibe.
I mean, he couldn't go anywhere after a certain
because
time
of the situation.
He's on parole. Right. He was living in the studio, so I would just bounce from the studio and go home. You know what I mean? And come back the next morning and he'd be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But it was just different. You know what I'm saying? And
you can't lie to yourself when you know some shit is different.
Yeah, it was just the vibe wasn't there. I feel like the respect wasn't there. So it was just like it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Now another thing that I wanted to talk about. I know you got to run. I'm trying to get all the questions in as quickly as possible. Same shit, different day.
Right.
Great song. I like the video. But like this anonymous letter says, man, there is a lot of imagery going on in the video. There's a lot of blood reference in the whole night. Can both of y'all break that down, man? Or what's the relation to that?
Damu?
Yeah.
I mean, I could break that down as that's a good color. This is my favorite.
Red
color.
is actually my favorite color too.
It's the color of activation.
Yeah.
It means to activate. You know what I'm saying? So,
but for real though, like
enough respect to that color.
Yes.
Me personally, that's my favorite color.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And matter of fact, I got a red flag right here.
I see
my
that.
favorite color.
I see now. But are you involved in that at all?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? My family's around here, you know what I'm saying? They do what they do, and you know what I'm saying? I support my family, man. That's the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? So, that's basically that, you know what I mean? But, the video is just, basically if the shoe fit,
where?
On whoever, you know what I'm saying? If the shoe fit, you know what I'm saying, then wear it, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people know what it is, though.
Tell us about 13, man, your upcoming project. What can we expect on that?
13 is just basically going to be me doing me, not really caring about, radio spins or trying to copy people.
Did you ever
of
care about
current-
radio spins?
I never made a record for radio spins. I was surprised that any of my records that I ever made got on the fucking radio. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. I'm not, all jokes aside, from Quiet Storm to Shook Ones. I mean, if you listen to Shook Ones, that shit ain't a radio record.
That is my wife's favorite record. No, that is my wife is a classy lady. That is her favorite record,
It touches every realm.
That's her favorite record. I still can't believe.
And I'm flattered.
That's her favorite record.
That's my favorite record.
is that the favorite record? Your favorite record out of all of the songs that y'all created?
Even though, just because for the simple fact that it's the one that gave us the kickstart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It kicked everything off. So, Shook Ones is definitely like forever gonna be like, a baby of mine. You know.
Now, musically, sonically, what can we expect on 13?
I mean, just like real, you know what I'm saying? Just real hard, dark music.
No love songs?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, no love songs. No love songs. But I might be smutting somebody out. But
Right. That's not love, though.
That's hood love, you know what I'm saying?
And when is that dropping, man?
That's gonna. I would like to say October.
Okay.
I would like to say October. I'm working on it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Any features planned in there?
I'm trying to keep the features to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, like to just give people me, and I don't like to use other people as a ploy to try to sell records or shit like that or get people interested in it. So I'm just doing me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just making what is coming out of me. You know what I'm saying?
How does it feel, man? How do you feel right now, man? In light of everything and because of everything, how do you feel, man?
I feel really good, like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Like relieved.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, no longer am I, like, trying to be fake, you know what I'm saying, with standing next to somebody that I'm really not getting along with. You understand what I'm saying? So... And
I think I and the fans can respect that.
Word, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, fuck it, man, put this shit out here in the open, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's like, niggas can't be, like going to the public and trying. This is not Hollywood, man. We not gonna be standing next to each other, not liking each other, and smiling for the camera.
And y'all didn't come this far on no Hollywood shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? But glad we got to do what we did in the time that we had to do it.
And one last question with regard to that. When's the last time you and Prodigy spoke? When's the last time?
The last time I spoke to him was when we went to the Knicks game.
So that's over a month ago.
That was
way over a month ago. Knicks ain't played since I feel like last year. Since they had the Chinese cat on the team.
Right.
One more thing. Mainly every producer known to man has contributed to Detox. It's Havoc on Detox.
Oh man, I would love to be on Detox. I definitely submitted some tracks, you know what I'm saying? If I make it, great. If I don't, fuck it, try again, you know what I'm saying? That's my motto.
Yo, Ferg, what's going on with you, man? Like,
I'm over here.
Other than the energy drinks and the videos, B.
Yeah. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm over here building and adapting to society again, man. It's been a long time. So.
Yo, the world has changed, B, since you was away, man.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix. I feel like Neo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only person that, is not controlled by Agent Smith and all the rest of the computer
So you're
world.
not plugged in, man?
I mean, I'm plugged in.
Are you on Twitter?
I'm sort of like, I got other people running things for me.
You're not tweeting yourself personally?
I let somebody else do it. Maybe my girl do it, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't really touch the stuff too much. I try to be natural with it. I still use dictionaries, you know?
Yeah, so the real one's not Googling
nah,
shit?
I ain't really I'm looking at the dictionary for my information.
Well, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man.
Likewise.
You fucked me up, dude. Like this, I remember when dude was a shorty on the block.
Word,
and I'm not
80s,
even connected, man. So
that's real.
What's the last thing y'all want to say, man, before y'all bounce, man?
I mean, well, I'm gonna say like this though, Mobb D forever, because Havoc made it, and
how many of y'all walked in? It's a mob of y'all that walked in.
Mobb D.
Now,
it's a Mobb D. Mobb D.
Real life.
Havoc made that sound. That sound is still there, and we gonna keep on keeping that real shit. You got two sides. When you see the other side, that's where you see the gangster love and Pretty Thug. On this side, we're going to keep it hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Gangster. Yo, Havoc, man, thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Good looking out for having me. Y'all hilarious, funny as a motherfucker. Yo, man. You gotta invite me back up here.
Anytime you want to come through, man, whenever you got a song or a single or a video or whenever you feel mad and want to relieve some stress, man, come through.
Anything you want to release, because I feel like...
Pause,
let my peoples give a shout out real quick, because It's Pac De Niro
Yo,
right
you already
here.
know
yeah.
Pac De Niro in the building.
What's up,
man.
Pac De Niro?
Infamous dope boys, you know what I'm saying? Representing Mobb Deep. Been on deck for forever. You know what I'm saying? Ferg Brim, we in the building, man. Fuck
Real,
all
for
rats,
real.
man. That's what it is, man.
Marcy, brother.
I ain't got too much to say, man. We here now. That's it.
Nah, man, it's an honor meeting all of you guys, man.
Likewise,
All right?
man.
Yo, you tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm.
Hard body motherfucking radio.
Hard body, no love songs.
You already.
Yes, and you were tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm. Yo,
Listening to that music break by Ben Hameen kind of makes me feel a little different now after that Havoc interview. We've had
What song
Prodigy
was that?
and Havoc. That was
Barry Manilow?
that was that song, man.
No,
but
that was,
but that's crazy. That I mean, the intensity with which Havoc spoke, man.
But can you imagine, though? I mean, think about this relationship, this creative relationship these brothers have been sharing for 20 years.
20 plus years, man.
So I mean, you know, like a marriage, like a brotherhood relationship. Over 20 years, man, you will have these intense moments. I hope that something happens, someone intervenes.
They need therapy.
Farrakhan, that they can work this out.
I mean, fuck the whole political, spectacle. I think they need therapy,
Right.
man.
Right.
If married couples need therapy and if corporations need
but they've got to
therapy.
be able to. First of all, Prodigy's got to get rid of his entourage.
Yes.
Havoc's got to separate himself from his
Well,
entourage.
that was a big entourage, B.
Right.
That was a major entourage,
Well,
and I could see what you were complaining about, people. Jesus Christ, you're breaking our balls, B. We didn't invite
Pause to
we
breaking
didn't
your
invite
balls.
the entourage. We just invited.
Yeah, but you
Havoc.
didn't control it. What I'm trying to say is this.
I'm fucking hosting the show. What do you
the
mean?
fuck? What do you think?
What do you do?
What are you, Obama? You're not a fucking president. You're hosting a fucking show.
So what do you want me to do? Why are you busting my
What I
balls
want you to
about
do
the-
is this.
Yeah.
This needs to be more discreet, more special. Not everybody could just come up here and fucking sit there.
You just mad because somebody was sitting in your seat?
Who the fuck was sitting in my seat?
Ferg Brim.
I don't even know who the fuck this guy was.
Ferg Brim.
How do you run a show? You have this guy. He's fucking. Who is he? I don't even know who he was.
Have you been watching it? Have you been looking at the internet these past weeks?
I came in this room. There was so many
Pause.
fucking people in here. I entered this room. Pause. There was so many fucking people in here. Put it this way: someone's sitting on someone's lap. That's how many fucking
Ain't
people
nobody
there.
sitting on nobody's lap.
Air conditioning's dead. Ben Hameen's combing his fucking dreads. Not saying one word. He has the mic on. Yo, I don't understand.
Premium just was thirsty for the mic and he was mad.
That's
he
what-
couldn't
that's
speak.
what it was.
That's all it really was.
This is the thing, internets. Either shit or get off the pot in radio.
You said that
Either
before.
talk
said
or get the fuck off the
You
mic.
said that before, Pete.
No, I'll say it again.
Listen.
Is this the Combat Jack show?
Anyway, I thought
just
it was,
by yourself.
I thought it was a great show.
Yeah,
I mean, regardless, we moved through the mob and we got some great gems. I can't wait to hear it again. And that's that. Next week, I'm excited. We got Charlemagne from Power 105
Nice.
as our special guest. Dallas, you won't be here next week.
Yeah, I'll be out for 2 weeks. I'll be in Atlanta.
How's everything in Atlanta, man?
Everything's
How's
fantastic.
the family?
I'll be in Atlanta, and but this weekend I'll be Dallas, Pennsylvania. Will be in Dallas, Texas.
That was Pennsylvania.
Well, Dallas, Penn.
What's going on in Texas,
What was
man?
that?
Internets. If you fucks with sneakers, come to Cowboy Stadium this Saturday for Kickspo.
You going out to Kickspo?
I'm going to Kickspo.
Nice, man. Somebody sent you a ticket?
I'm going to Kickspo. I'm going to be in the Duck Down Records entourage.
Nice.
Sean
nice.
Price, Guilty Simpson.
Nice.
Just
Are you hosting anything down there?
no. I'm just gonna
Just be part of the entourage.
I'm just gonna be part of that.
Part of the
that
mob.
entourage.
He's
Yes.
going to
There
be
you go.
showing some of that Texas love.
There you go.
No.
Well, anybody got anything to say, man? I thought this was a great show. Let's keep it short, man. We got a relatively short show.
Rate and subscribe to iTunes. Stop hitting up me, Combat, everybody asking when the episode's going to be up.
Just
refresh
be
the page.
patient.
They
Just
go
be
up the next
patient.
day.
The shit comes up on iTunes. Thanks for your support.
I don't even reply to those.
And we'll be live soon. You know, stop bothering me about when we'll be live again, too.
There you go.
Haters.
Fuck you, listeners.
Yo, we out here, man. Ain't nothing popping this weekend. I'm just nursing my knee. You know, that's about it. But, you know, we had a dope show, man. I'm looking forward to next week, definitely.
There you go.
Talk about A King. Talk
Where
about
your knee came
PNC.
from?
Talk about PNC and the change going on at PNC.
What happened to your knee?
I can't. I don't want to talk about
I mean,
it.
can't. What is this? The
Illuminati.
feds?
What happened to King's knee, though?
Illuminati.
Who?
Your knee.
Oh yeah. Nah, I banged up my knee maybe about a week and a half ago in the gym.
Hey, yo.
doing some step aerobics and shit, trying to be fancy with.
You
a
was doing
lady
Zumba, wasn't you?
circuit.
Power
He was
through
doing
that kid.
You know what
bicker
I'm
it,
saying?
bicker
So, you know, no Bikram.
Yo, let me ask you
No
something.
Dickram.
Well, there you go.
Yo, Carmen, let me ask you something. Why are you such in a rush? Like, You like
because I want to end the show.
Like,
B.
you told me my style. Like,
you got to keep it short.
Yo,
and sweet.
internets. You don't hear like the tone in Combat's voice. He's like he got a side piece waiting for him. He's trying to rush out of here.
Can I give a quick shout out though? As always, shout out to Preezy the Kid, but he moved back to New York and everything.
Well, we don't need to know where he moved back. Just shout him out.
Talk, man. You so fucking thirsty.
Not thirsty.
Yo, for real, I can't even get a word in without it. You know what I mean?
Right, you complain he don't talk when he got the mic. Now he got the mic talking.
But what the
enough, man.
Do we care where he moved
Did you bring
to?
my beer?
Who gives a fuck
Did
where
you
he
bring my
moved to?
beer?
No, I didn't bring
Then
it.
you didn't bring my beer.
I wasn't in Jersey.
All right.
Shout out to Preezy the Kid, shout out to Debbie, shout out to LOYC, shout out to Kaya Allah and everybody else at PleaseDon'tStare.com. And shout out to my man Premium Pete and his pure hatred. And since we're on air, can I get some motherfucking LeBron's, Pete?
Yo,
since you're Premium Pete sneaker
that has nothing
aficionado.
to do with the show.
True indeed.
It's coming out of your
But
But
since you put me on blast, I had to.
This is not.
Listen, let's wrap this show up, man, because we're all over the place, man. Special shout out to Chris Morrow and our executive producer, Mad Scientist. We got JT Dope Soul in the crib, internets.
In the studio.
In the studio.
I mean, he's staying in your crib?
Did I say the crib?
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
All over the place.
I'm not, where you got him staying at?
I don't have him staying anywhere, man.
Oh, okay.
Before we go,
you got him in the
Combat.
crib?
What's the word on the barbecue?
Yo, come on, man. Just chill the fuck out.
What the fuck?
Can we talk about
I
this
haven't
shit?
spoke to you.
Yo, just chill the
I feel
fuck
like you're
out,
hiding
Pete.
shit again. I don't know.
Like,
You
why
fucking
you
been
always
weird.
bringing shit up on air? You have no fucking. You don't have no understanding of discretion.
There's no
You have
discretion.
no discretion.
What discretion?
Can
You got to
we
go
talk
somewhere.
about that shit
Don't do a
off
show
air?
if you got to go somewhere
Don't worry
tonight.
about the fucking barbecue. I put out an email about let's meet
I
this
didn't see
week.
nothing.
Nobody responded. I better
not see you with no money shirt this year
I
at
don't
the
wanna
barbecue.
talk about this
If
shit
you had a fucking
anymore
green money
until
shirt.
we make a fucking announcement. Dream them dreams and then man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white and the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound. Fucking
Cheer. Stop holding
Don't
down,
be
Combat.
mad,
Give me that money for that
Don't be
barbecue.
mad.
Fuck the
www.pncradio.fm